This broadcast is presented to you by Mayo Clinic, the #1 hospital in the world.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here to Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. As I said before our first game, it's crunch time, and crunch time it was. Golden goal. With the UAE running out the winners 13-12. So here we are for our second semi-final in the 17th edition of the Gold Cup 2026, and this is between Dubai Wolves by Thera against Chihingiri. Chihingiri in their black shirts and the white shirts of the Wolves. And our umpires out in the field will be Peter Wright and Matthias Mabeni, with the third man being the prof, Chris Hyde. And there you have it on screen for our Polo Line viewers. Playing at number 1 for Dubai Wolves by Thera is Habtoor Habtoor. At number 2, Kuchetic Cesar Crespo. At 3, Felix Esain. And at 4, it is Santiago Laborde. For Chihingiri, Mohamed Chihingiri playing at number 1. Antonio Hagi playing at 2. Gonza Perez playing at 3. And Dante Castagnola at number 4. And in this first chukker, Mohamed will be starting off on Visa Black with Antonio on Bamba, Gonza on Abuelita, Dante out on Abria, and we have Habtoor out on Ruben. Cachete starting off on Dipotada, Felix on Carabina, and Santi Laborde starting off on Guitarro. And the ball's into play, and we will be changing halfway through this chukker because we're still rather warm here under the HPA rules. We are obliged to change for welfare of horses, and Antonio Hagi sends that ball up forward here now. But it gets stopped a little bit there by Felix, but Gonza wants a bit of that one there. Felix goes forward to it, looks for the backhand, opens up the backhand, comes off Gonza, and Gonza picks this one up quickly here now. Looks to come in between the players. The players out there towards the left-hand side. It doesn't reach the back line, so Felix has to turn and come back into it. Sorry, rather, that is actually Santi. Santi cuts this one out for Felix to get up onto here now. Or am I still vice versa? No. Being pressurised there by Dante. Just trying to get himself straightened up and pulled a little bit further forward if he can. Hasn't been told to use yet. This time he is. So Laborde sends that one up here, looking for Felix. Felix goes for the first-time play to keep it away from Gonza. Trying to get onto it is Crespo. Taken away here now by Black, by Antonio. Antonio comes onto it, pulls that one away just in the nick of time, way there from Cuchete Crespo. And it's Antonio being hunted down there by Cuchete. Dummies the big one, turns back away from it here now. Comes back in. Cuchete makes a steal. Can he get onto it? Gets in near side, opens up the backhand, but it comes off the pony. So Felix couldn't get onto it, and it settled things down here now by Gonzalito. Oh, and just sends it forward, comes back onto his own play, brings it forward once again. Looking to say straight on it was Felix, but you saw he just had to pull himself off that and just infringed it in front of Gonza. And we get the first whistle of the match. And this is going to get moved up here now for a penalty for. A 60-yard penalty in favour of Chihingiri. Looking to open up their account here now. As Gonza just tees this ball up. Gonzalito on Abuelita. Circling round up onto the play. Comes in onto this one. He drives it along the ground. Cacchetti gets a bit of that and pulls it away from the danger zone. Out towards the side he goes. Gonza in there first, cancelling each other out though. Dante slips in onto that one there. Gets half hooked off out of it by Felix. And Felix comes away with the spoils here now. Felix sends that one up there. Habtoor sent forward here now. Felix on it. You've also got Laborde coming down the middle of the field as well. And it is Habtoor on Ruben, goes forward, but Gonza's in there. Gonza looking to make the backhand, lets the play happen, trying to get onto it. There's Cacchetti, and that ball's allowed to roll over the back line. But they're going to go back as Habtoor's actually just dismounted. Didn't actually see if he slipped and dismounted or if he dismounted, but he's writhing in pain. So the ambulance is coming down to check him out as a third man goes back to see if that comes off a attacking player or a defender. But he's up back on his feet again now. It looks like it's his right arm, a bit limping as well. And so Habtoor just get looked after there for a moment by the ambulance. Hopefully be back out shortly, which I'm sure he will. Whilst the umpires and third man discuss this one, we can see on the replay there. In comes the backhand and catching Habtoor. And so, of course, once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors here, Bentley Emirates, the official dealer and sole authorised importer of Bentley Motors in the UAE since 1983. Operating as part of the Al Habtoor Motors Prestige division. We have Diamond Lease, once again, the co-sponsor. Thank you very much indeed for your continued support. For a fully owned subsidiary of Al Habtoor Group and established all the way back in 96, offering automotive rental leasing solutions and alternative to owning and maintaining vehicles to corporate and individual customers in the UAE. They're serving more than 700 companies and multinational conglomerates operating in the UAE, handling and managing their transportation needs. In addition to this, for our official apparel and jersey sponsor, it is, of course, US Polo ASSN, who are the official sports brand of the United States Polo Association and the largest association of polo clubs and polo players in the United States, which was founded back in 1890. Our media partners, of course, Polo Line TV, Al Badia, Expat Woman, Loving Dubai, and Preston Apollo. So there's still availability for general entry tickets at 195 dirhams, which is available through Virgin Tickets, Platinum List, and the AHG Loyal app. The picnic gazebos appear to be all sold out. So there's high demand. And in the Garden El Pastayo, there are limited spaces. There are still a few tables left in the VVIP tables in the Gold Lounge. There are very limited tables available at 10,000 dirhams minimum spend on drinks for 10 people, including VIP parking passes. So please, drop them an email, media@DubaiPoloClub.com, or give them a call, 056 373 2922. Alternatives through the usual ticket outlets. To book your tickets for Saturday, with our Bentley Cup final, the subsidiary of the Gold Cup, will be played at 1:30 in the afternoon, and the Gold Cup at 4 o'clock. And please follow us here at Habtoor at DXB Polo Gold Cup Series and at Al Habtoor Polo Club on Instagram for the match schedules and several competitions lined up for you to win some amazing prizes. And remember, we have Hunt the Gold Coins and Hunt the Diamond Coin. for the Bentley Cup, and the gold coin is for the Gold Cup, of course. We have prizes for the best dressed, so it's a full day for everybody. There'll be kids' entertainment, so it's a very full day indeed. And so Habtoor still just being attended to there. And so still quite a lot of concern there by the ambulance. He has popped back out again. So it looks like he's mounting back up again, which is great to see. Habtoor back on board to get this match back underway once again. And so the umpires just explain the next play here now. And having been to the third man for the replays, Habtoor just quickly goes for a stick and ball. And the ball is to be dropped down on the last play for a penalty 2 in favour of Dubai Wolves. And it will be Felix to bring it into play here now. Felix Hussein comes in, puts that one away, opening up the account here in this second match this afternoon for Dubai Wolves. 1 goal it is, Dubai Wolves, as the players make their way back over the picnic area side for the throw for the first 2 chuckers. Umpire right lines the 2 teams up. Ball back into play again. Middle of the line out. This one gets caught and stuck, and Antonio spins and picks it up here now. Antonio, they've all gone forward. Gonzalito's gone forward. He aims that shoulder up and sends that one up. He's looking for Gonzo. It's gone to the right-hand side of him. Can't pick that one up. Near side backhand there by Felix. His backhand intercepted well there by Antonio. Going after him, though, is going to be Laborde. It is Antonio. Antonio checks, turns, comes back inside. Players yield off out of the way, giving Antonio the right to come through onto that one there. He goes up and underneath that one a little bit. The ball comes down and looking for it. Here's Antonio still, but we get a whistle on the play. The ball had come down. Maybe the umpires believe it came down to on the stick side of Laborde. Let's have a look. And Antonio just trying to steal that one there. And so we have a spot penalty. 25 in favour of by Wolves. Laborde brings the ball forward. Up there for Dante. Under the neck he goes, taking it away there and giving it out here now for Felix. Coming to him is Antonio. Goes for the first time play, sends this one up the field here now. With Felix at saying, in pursuit of him though, it's going to be Antonio. Gets the next bite of that one there. Picks it up again. Here does Felix. Felix up the field here now. Looks to check up as Antonio comes to him. Takes it round onto his near side. Ball just travels onto his stick side. And it looks like it's going to be Antonio to try and pick this one up here now. Antonio on the play, weaving his way through. He's got Cuchetti behind. He's got SA in front. Gets away with this one here now. Manages to try and reach across and try and pick this one up. You've got players coming in from behind and the umpire blows his whistle. So let's see what they decide. for our replay here now from Polo line. Just pulls it to the left, goes straight out towards the right-hand side, and we end up with a spot penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves. And they're going for a half-time change here now. So players quickly changing here now with Mohamed to get onto Kokita. Antonio possibly getting onto Clarin. Victory there for Gonza. Abuela for Dante. Or maybe he'll take Tornado, who's got both of them waiting up there. Habtoor, I think, had already changed onto Bachaka rather. Celso there for Crespo. Felix to get onto Contenta. And Santiago Laborde to get onto Mulita. But it looks like Felix has changed on me here now, but I think he's on Marilyn rather than Dama. Comes forward with that one there. It comes off the pony, straight into the pony there of Dante. They reckon he was coming across. Dante reckons he was okay, but let's see what the umpires decide once again. Antonio's just thinking, hang on a minute, he just drove it into the horse. But did he come across him? And this is what the umpires will look for. And that's what they are deciding on. He's endangered horse and himself, so therefore we get another penalty in favour of Wolves. At the last minute, he ducked to the right-hand side and put himself in the line of the play. So Felix. SIM walking up to this here now. Comes in, drops the mallet down, puts that one through the goal. It's 2 goals, it is now the Wolves. Here in Chukka number 1 and just over halfway through. That's on the replay. Just taking that one nicely from the walk and through the goals it goes. So, 2 teams line up, ball back into play again. Again, it gets stuck in this line-up, but it's going to be Felix come away with it. Goes with the next shot, looks to feed that through. Doesn't quite get to Habtoor, but it's going to be Dante. Centre tail backhand. It's pulled down here now by Cachete. Cachete being hassled and swarmed all over, but in to pick it up here now is going to be Antonio. Antonio on the play. Gonza goes on the run here now. Loses a bit of momentum and the ball's put out there down the boards for Dante once again. Gonza's gone up the middle of the field. Looking for something from Dante. Antonio goes forward as well. He's got the pace there over Cachete, flying up the field here now, but has to check up because first to it there is going to be Felix. Sends a nice open backhand, trying to get it out here now. Looks to pick that one up, does Cachete. Cachete Crespo on the play, getting hassled and spoiled in his play there by Antonio, but it's left here now and it's sent up forward there by Laborde. Backhand comes in by Mohamed and we get a whistle on that play. And we'll go to the replay here now. You see the ball comes up the field here, looking for it is Habtoor. Habtoor straightens himself up onto the line. And no play there, unfortunately, should we say, for Mohamed Chihangiri. And that's going to be dropped down for a penalty too. Coming across the line of the ball in front of a Wolves player. To be teed up by Felix here now. So Felix is saying, walks up to this here now. Walks up to it, drops the mallet down through the goal. It is for goal number 3 on the board there for Felix Hussein on Marilyn from Fakusola. So back to the middle of the field once again it is. So a similar start to the last game, which went all the way to chucker number 6, and the umpire just looking for a little bit of order in there because there's too many melees in these line-outs. We just want to get that ball in and out and clear if we can. And this time, through the line-out it comes. Onto it comes Felix, as Gonza's looked after there by Laborde, trying to get up onto it. Gonza's trying to get in there first. He spoils that play. Good backhand there by Gonza. Trying to get round onto this first here on his near side play will be Antonio Hagi. Antonio picks up the play, sends it forward, but he goes to the man in the form of Habtoor, gets back onto his stick side. Does Antonio, checks, turns, comes round, brings that pony round beautifully, finds a man caught in front of him a little bit, but he settles it down and comes back onto it, and the player coming in between the two players of Chihingiri. And so, the Wolves player coming in between the player on the ball and the second player. And in doing so, giving the ball here now for Gonzalito Perez to tee up on the 40-yard line. Believing that Cachete was okay enough, but it was the player coming in between, fouling the second player. So Gonzalito Perez. Comes up to this, strikes it well, and through the goal it is. We're exactly the same place as we were in the last match. 1-3. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. Ball back into play, nicely at the back of the line out. Up onto this one here now, being pressurised there by Gonza. Working on him hard, keeping control of it. Turns, faces out here now. Gets on the move, taps it too many times, gets told to use it. Or was he telling the white player to get out? Sorry, the Giri player was probably being told to leave and get out and possibly didn't do so. And in doing so, he's picked up the foul. So, a ball will be dropped down here for a penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves. Waithira. And a penalty 60-yard penalty it'll be. Not clearing is probably the call. So Felix Hussain once again. Felix. Up onto this one here, it's high as it's straight, but no, it's just gone to the right-hand side. The score remains the same, 3-1 it is. And players call for Dante Castagnolo to bring it into play. Dante taps it up forward, brings it up to the primary. Gonza gone out there towards the picnic area side between the two fields here. It is Gonza, first time play, sends that one up. Reckons he's got the pony to get up past the man, and it's going with Gonza there is Laborde on Mulita. A nice backhand there from Felix. Felix's backhand sent back in by Dante, but first to surface with it here will be Felix once again. Felix backhand out there for Laborde, but Gonza comes up with the spoils. Gonzalito going goal with bounds, goes with a long shot from a distance. He knows that clock's tick-tocking down, but he's out to the left-hand side, and the left-hand side it looks like it's going to go all the way. And so the hood has gone, and that there will end chucker number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly the same as we were after chucker number 1 in our previous match. 3-1. So we'll now go to a break and watch some highlights and messages from Polo Line. Set sail. Oh, he didn't manage to set sail once again, and it's going to be Alfredo. Alfredo loses mallet in the air, picks it up, has another crack. Oh my God! Alfredo Capella, what a class act. He's a joker and a juggler as well. So welcome back, everybody, here now, where you just see on screen for our Polo Line viewers, Dante Castagnola coming out, and Dante will be coming out on Danza, Gonzalito to come out on Noticia, Antonio on Rodada, and it will be, of course, Power for Mohammed, for Habtoor, Torreteo, Felix, this time to come out on Dama, his other grey, let me just check. Yep. And we have Santi Laborde out there on his grey mare, Snowmass. So we'll just clear the field as quickly as possible and we'll get this underway. Thanks, guys. Geldi. So bring it off the back line. It's Santi Laborde on Snowmass. Sends that one out. Nice pass there up to Felix on Dama. Felix brings it forward. Habtoor's gone up forward. Coming back to him, though, is Laborde, keeping close. But it just falls a little bit short there for Habtoor, and it's going to be Dante Castagnola to pick it up and peel this one away, or try to peel this one away from the play. Just going to play the advantage on that there as Dante picks it up once more and sends that ball up forward, looking for Gonza. Gonza out here now. Gonza goes under the neck, goes straight into the pony. We get a whistle on that play. He thought he could just sneak it in front, but into the pony. You can see on our replay there, on Polo Line, he comes in. Well, maybe he was trying to get it in behind, but just off the pony. I'm sure no harm done. However, we will have a short penalty here now. Brings it forward. Takes it out here now. Does Laborde. Once again, out for Felix. Felix up onto this play here now. Felix in there with Antonio. Looks to try and go up past him here so he can get the shot. In behind comes Laborde. Laborde yields off it. Does Felix, leaving it for Laborde, who sends it back forward once again. But Dante's got a bit of this here now. Dante opens up the backhand. Cuts it out in the opposite direction because he couldn't get the shot that he was looking for. And first over onto it is going to be Laborde. Onto his near side. Laborde. In with him there is Antonio. Laborde flicks that one underneath there for Felix. Very clever play there and worked well between these two. Now flicks it back once more. Goes with the goal shot, but unfortunately just falling short of the goals, and wide to the right it is. So some nice little teamwork play between these two. And it will be Dante to bring it in forward here now. Dante brings it up. He's looking to see where Gonza's going. He goes out back again, out towards the picnic area side. Going across with him there is going to be Felix. Gets hold of this one well there. Does. Gonza flat out on the Ticia. Up the field. Straightens himself up onto it once more. Picks it up well. Does Gonza. Focusing, concentrating on it. He's got Laborde in front. In behind. Now comes Felix. Keeps control of the play. Avoids the hook. Brings it forward and on the near side. Antonio puts it in well. Well positioned. He had two of the Wolves players looking after Gonza, finding himself free. Beautifully positioned. 2 goals it is now for Chiangiri, 3 for the Wolves. You can see on the replay there, Gonza being taken on by the 2. Felix Schmitz comes in on it. Near side play, reaches out, puts it away nicely there. Does Antonio Higgy. So back to the middle of the field it is. Ball into play. Into play it is. It's stuck at the back of the line. It's picked up here now by Laborde on this very extravagantly actioned horse, Snowmass. Keeps his ball moving forward. He's got Antonio in front, so he unloads that one, looking to get that one out here for Habtoor, or out there for Felix, but picking it up is going to be Gonza. Gonza goes with good strong backhand out here now for Dante. Dante going there with Cacchetti. Cacchetti controls the middle of the field as the ball goes slightly in towards the middle of the field. Cacchetti trying to get back onto it. Dante can't get in onto that there. Tried to help it along to the ball. It comes off the pony, goes out towards the side, and first onto it there's Antonio. And he thought that he had that line, but the umpires are saying that the line came off slightly differently from the pony. Putting Felix onto it. Let's have a little look here on our replay. So the ball goes off the pony. And yep, he's come across and in front of Felix, who's dead on line. And so the players have been given the option to go and change. For Polo Line viewers, you can see Gonza off to go and change. We're possibly getting on to Salsa. And so up down the other end, you've got Cacchetti Crespo just getting on. And so the players coming back out onto the field here now. So in tucker number 2, 4 minutes and 2 on the clock, and 3-2 is the score. And the ball's placed down here now for spot penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves by Thera. And Laborde taps this one forward here now. Brings it up there to Dante. Comes closer still. This time goes out towards the right-hand side behind the pony. Goes forward himself and leaves the ball out there for Felix. Going to him there. It's going to be Antonio. Felix straightens himself up. Looks to get that to Laborde. Goes a little bit too much to the left, but he managed to get back onto this one here now. Does Laborde. Laborde going forward here. Being pressurised there by Dante. Goes near side. Underneath the neck he goes, but the pressure was good and he couldn't quite get as much onto it as he wants. Gonza picks it up and clears it and takes it away here from the danger zone. Opens it up down the field. He goes with that one there. Realises he's pushed off out of the play by Felix, and trying to get onto it is Mohammed. Puts it in towards the middle of the field. Next onto it will be Cacchetti. Little backhand underneath the tail rather than running it round the field. And it's going to be Gonza gets onto that here first, but coming in on the inside is going to be Felix. Oh, he dummies that backhand. Sneaky little play there by Felix and comes forward once again. Felix sends that up the middle here now, looking for Habtoor, but it's a bit far off him. Backhand there by Dante. Comes off the pony, creates a new line. First onto this one here will be Felix Hussein. Felix on the loose here now. Felix going forward, keeps it away there from Dante. He can't come in. He's got Gonza there with him, so he goes under the neck with the next shot and puts it away. Lovely cool head play there by Felix Hussein. Taking the score, 4 goals to the Wolves, 2 it is for Chihingiri. So pouncing on that ball quickly. They just kept it short of Dante, giving him the next play. And just a lovely swoop underneath the neck, and through the goals it is for Felix Hussein. Back to the middle once more. Right, bowls that ball into play. Into play it is. Front of the line out. Near side, Cacchetti comes away with it, and he looks to the heavens thinking, why didn't you help me? And unfortunately, he gets a whistle on the play, and the ball is going to be dropped down here now. For Dante Castagnola. So Dante up onto the play here now, brings it forward. Cacchetti comes to him. Sends that one down the side, but again, pings it into a pony. Did the pony come across, or did he ping it straight into it? Dante reckons he was okay. But we'll have the replay, I'm sure. And so the replay. He brings the ball up forward. Crespo comes over to him. And so this is going to get moved forward here now for a penalty in favour of Chihingiri. Or a penalty for. A 60-yard penalty here now. Still a bit of discussion going on out there, but basically his play was more of a neck shot rather than a straight shot and went into the pony. So balls have been dropped down here now. See Gonza just changing as well, once again. On to Pradis, I think it is. That's completely changed everything around in the orders. So Gonzalito Pires. Looking for goal number 3 for Chihingiri. Gonza comes in, drives, shoots, and where's that one gone? It looks like it's just gone wide. As that ball's dropped down. Have we got a whistle? And we've got a horseshoe just been removed from the field. So Santiago Laborde cuts this one out here for Felix. Felix up onto the play. Antonio going over to him. First time play, gives that ball a ride and up the field. He goes with that one there. They're all still looking skyward as it comes down the halfway for Habtoor. Look, checks to try and come back over to it. Dante being looked after there by Laborde. Looks to go forward. He's got no man behind him, so he looks to go forward again. You've got Antonio, tries to spoil that play, so it ends up going in towards the middle of the field for Felix Hussein to come up onto. Felix takes it forward, out to the right-hand side. Looks for the little sneaky play as Gonza gets it and coming across in front of Laborde. We get a whistle on that play. So you see Gonza comes in for the hook, but plays the ball. And Antonio swoops right across. And so the ball's dropped down for a penalty 2 in favour of Dubai Wolves. As players opt to try to change. So 1:26 left here. In chucker number 2. And we have Felix Hussein looking for goal number 5. Comes in, drops the mallet down through the goals. It is consistent and solid is Felix Hussein today. And it's 5 goals to Wolves, 2 for Chihingiri. You can see on our replay, just ambles round the corner gently and puts it away. And so, 2 teams line up once more. Ball back into play. Out the back of the line out. Nice and clean. Laborde jumps on that one first. Laborde in pursuit at him, there's Gonza. Goes to the man. Looks to go near side. Then just leaves that one, but Antonio manages to slip in. Antonio Higgy in there with Cachete. Antonio straightens it up. White's told to move and Black's told to play it. So he does. He goes forward. Looks to try and get hold of it. Can't get hold of that one cleanly. Gonza comes back to give him a helping hand. Leaves the ball, go up, and he's just over the top, comes up near side there for Cachete. Cachete sends the backhand. Picking it up, though, is going to be Laborde. Left that one there, but and we have Antonio Hagi quick on that line. Maybe Laborde thought that he had played a little backhand, but let's see here now. Laborde couldn't quite see if he played a little backhand to change that line or not, but the ball was left there and the old line evidently was still standing, so we have a spot penalty here in favour of Chihingiri. Being teed up there by Gonzalito. If Laborde had made the backhand and changed the direction and created a new line, maybe, but not to be, and Gonza takes the penalty here now. Gonza goes with the first-time play. It's curling out to the right-hand side, and it's going to be shadowed out over the back line by Laborde. Coming a little from the outside in. So Santiago Laborde picks up the play here now. Santi cuts that one out here for Felix. Trying to get to him there is going to be Antonio. Antonio tries to come in, but Habtoor dives in on the play, and we get a whistle. And so we have a spot black. I hear the umpire's call. You can see on that replay there. So just a little bit closer from where he was just a moment ago, Gonzalito Pires. Gonzalito decides to run it this time, brings it up there to the primary in the form of Pichete. Keeps going forward. First shooter's gone. Keeps it going forward. There's a bit of traffic in front of him. Looks for the play. Can't get it. Felix Hussein in the way of the play. Comes off the pony. Goes for the next shot and slices it and puts it wide. And that there will end the chukker, ladies and gentlemen, with the score being 5 goals it is to the Dubai Wolves. 3 for Chihingiri. So the players will quickly go change, and then we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line for our Polo Line viewers with the Dubai Wolves. 5, Chihingiri 2. And this one here, Gonza's onto it, leaves it for Dante, and Dante fires that from a great distance out. I thought he was going for the passing play, but no, all the way through the goal it is from Dante Castagnola. And this here, nice little open backhand there by Gonza, slipping it up forward here now for Antonio, and Antonio slips it in on the near side under pressure there from Poto. So going forward once again. Oh, Hyder gets onto that beautifully, cuts it in. Couple of nice goals there by Hyder this afternoon. Great position, great use of the man, and put it out through the goals. Put it. And here we go once again. Gonza just flicking that one in away there from Tomasito. And here we go once more. Sent up there. Potter onto this one here now. Goes with the next shot, cuts that one in, and straight through the goals. So welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers. We're back online. If we can clear the field, please. And we'll get this back underway again. We're starting off with the Wolves to bring it in from their back line by Santiago Laborde. So just awaiting here now. Players called. Santiago Laborde. Santi to come in here now on Orquesta. Brings this forward. Sends this one out here now for Felix. Felix looking to come out here on Rania. On Rania, rather. Pulls it back inside there of Antonio. Goes by himself. Opts to take Antonio on. Comes forward once again. Managed to get back onto it. Yields off to Antonio. Losing for Dante. Sends that ball up here now. Looking for Crespo. But Crespo's been looked after well there by Gonza. But the ball travels on through. And Crespo can pick that one up here now. Tries to pick it up out the air. Does so well. But might have just shown a little bit too much of that to Gonza. Gonza comes in with the backhand. The backhand comes in out towards the side. First onto it. It's going to be Habtoor. Puts it back into the danger zone once again. But it looks like it's Antonio Hagi wants a bit of this one here. But it's going to be trying to be picking up there. Does Gonza cancel each other out? And it's going to be Antonio once again. But he knows he's got Laborde in front, in behind, but just peeled off him is Felix, so he's left there with Laborde. Back comes Gonzalito, goes up on the run by himself here now, does Antonio. Gonza comes back in behind, leaves it now. Gonza here on the little letra. Comes forward here once again, keeps going forward. He's got Laborde. Leaves it now for Antonio. Antonio pulls this one in towards the middle of the field here now. Looking to get up onto that one there. It is Gonza and Crespo coming together. And that was the play I think that Gonza was looking for, that he would just get a little flick pass back there to Antonio and he could just put that ball into play. You see the back? Antonio gets it, sends that one forward. And this little mare Letra is an absolute machine. Just head down, runs hard. But let us see. And it looks like we get a penalty too. It is in favour of Chihingiri. Umpires deeming that Gonza was on that line first and Crespo come round the front possibly. And so it's Antonio Hagi. Antonio Hagi here now. On Plumera. Comes up, drops the mallet down, puts that one away, getting themselves that little bit closer. 3 goals it is now for Chihingiri. 5 for Wolves here in Chucker number 3. So, 2 teams lining up here. Ball back into play. Into play it is. Stuck in the middle. Comes away with this Cacchetti. Cacchetti being hunted down there by Dante Castagnola. Cacchetti going up forward here once again. Cacchetti up to the 30-yard line here now. Cacchetti gets cancelled off out of that one there. But it's going to be Gonza on the near side. Tries to stop it, but through the goal it carries and the goal is good. So goal number 6 there for the Wolves. And we can just see on our replay for our Polo line viewers, Cacchetti's coming forward. Gets cancelled off out of it. Good pressure by Habtoor, but couldn't get to that one just in time there to Gonzalito. So ball into play. Out the line out it comes. And Habtoor comes away with the play here now. Habtoor picks it up here now, puts it towards the midfield. Nice play there by Dante. Changed the direction of flow of play, but quickly onto it is going to be Felix. Out for Cacchetti. Cacchetti settles on the play. Cacchetti looks to send that one out forward here now for Habtoor. But it's going to be Gonzalito up onto this one here first. He's already got himself established on it. Checks it. In comes Laborde, looking to spoil that play. They're over the top of it. Laborde has a bit of it. Gonza has a bit of it. Now Dante takes this one in control of it. Here he does. Tries to flick that one away and comes forward onto it as Gonza. Underneath the neck here for Antonio. Antonio up on the play. Antonio Hagi. Takes it up here now. Comes in towards the middle of the field. Gonza's gone down the side, aiming towards get to the middle. He's over the top. He's going to wait for it. Comes back for it. Picks it up. Cacchetti has nothing in on it. Dante comes back to give him a helping hand. Leaves it now for Dante. Dante, going back. Changes the direction. That's the play to make. Make the little backhand pass so Gonza can come up to it rather than just taking it off the back of the line. Gonza takes it here now. Gonza on the play. Gonzalito in there with Cacchetti. In front of him is Laborde. Leaves it now, goes forward, and we get a whistle on the play. And it looks like we're going to get the opportunity for a quick change. So the players are told they have the pleasure of changing if they wish to do so, but we have the replay here now. A little backhand comes in onto it, and as Gonza tries to come forward. And so it looks like we have a more technical one on that one there, where he was told to use it. And then he just made a little tap back rather than actually using the ball or leaving it for his teammate to then use it. So just up in the polo lines for our polo line viewers for Gonza to be quickly changing. All the others have done so likewise. And we have Dante coming out on Palomo. Don't really need to be rocket science to work that one out with it being a grey. And is only grey. And so the ball's placed down here now for a spot penalty. Ordered by Wolves. And Santiago Laborde to bring this one in here now. Oh no, it's Santi. Santi brings this forward. Santi teases again. Goes in towards the middle of the field here now. Cutting across over it to it is Felix. He knows that Antonio's in there as well. Antonio, near side backhand behind the ponies. And Gonza's going to pick this one up here now. Gonza comes forward. He reckons he was smothered a little bit on that one there. We get a whistle on the play. You can see on this play here now. So there's almost a double bubble you could have taken out of that one there. But it looks like it's going in the right direction now for Chihingiri with a penalty too. Looking to work their way back into this game. So Gonza to take the penalty two here now. Not Antonio. So Gonza just drops the mallet down and through the goal it is. So goal number 4 for Chihingiri. Making the score 6 goals to 4. Just over halfway through chukka number 3 of our second match here this afternoon to see who's going to go through to the finals against UAE. So two teams line up, ball into play at the back of the line. Gonza hops onto this one here now. Manages to pick that one up, second stab. Sends that one up here now, looking for Antonio. Just gets up onto it, but he's well met there by Felix, but picks up the play and keeps it going forward. Now leaves it for Antonio. Leaves it for Gonza. Gonza trying to get forward, back up onto this one here, but the backhand comes in, clearing the danger zone. Gonza sends it back into the danger zone once again here now. Habtoor on his near side, clears it away from the teeth of goal and takes it away from the danger out towards corner. Takes it forward once again. Manages to get through and round the players. Good play there by him here. Ken's up forward, up over the halfway line. Gonza's going back. Kichete's going with him as well. It's Habtoor. Over he comes, but Gonza manages to pick up the bounce as it comes back to him. Can't get on to the next play. Didn't want the foul, so looking to decide on what play he was going to make there, did Laborde. But he manages to keep control of it, leaves it now. I thought Kichete was coming in behind, who has actually picked this one up. Kichete Crespo sends it back out there for Laborde. Laborde comes forward once again, comes in behind the players. He knows he's got Antonio, but Antonio comes in near side and just takes that one away and says thank you. Takes it away here now. And just coming in on it is Laborde. Laborde reckons he had just turned in front of him. So on the replay here now. Maybe got himself across it a little bit, but he was certainly helped on his way round the corner there by Laborde. So they've given a spot penalty in favour of Chihingiri. So it is Dante Castagnoli. Dante on the play, brings it close to Crespo. Goes out with this one here for Gonza. Gonza looks to get onto that first. Antonio looks to see where Laborde is. Goes forward here now. No, he just checks, turns, comes round again, opens up the field down the other side. He's going to decide to come here now. Antonio up the middle of the field. Dante comes out towards the hotel side, and he opts for Antonio on this occasion here now. Antonio with Felix in there with him, flicks that one up forward. But beaten in the right off there by Felix, who sends the backhand. Out to the boards it is. For Laborde and Gonza. Get caught up with their mallets on that one there. And next onto it is going to be Antonio, so he takes it back. And it's going to be Antonio Hagi. Antonio just settles the play down whilst Gonza and Laborde do a little bit of sportsmanship here as they both got caught up with their mallets and continue to play on here now with Antonio Hagi. Sends that out there looking for Gonza. Can Gonza get onto it? It's half stopped there by Laborde. Picks it up near side, stick side. Stick side it is there for Felix S.A. Felix figures that one up forward up the field here now, but first to get surface with the play here will be Antonio. Antonio Hagi. Backhand, strong, hard, well positioned for Gonzalito. First time play, hammers this one up here now for Mohamed Chihingiri. Mohamed Chihingiri gets hold of this, the first two to goes, but the backhand comes in there by Felix. But first to surface with it will be Dante Castagnola. It gets half stopped and looking to try and get onto some optimistic line there was Laborde. But coming back round up onto it here now is Laborde with Antonio, and Antonio picks this one up first. Antonio Hagi on the play. Antonio coming forward here once again. Antonio looking to weave his way through the traffic. He's got Laborde in front. Felix behind. Gets the shot off. Forward it goes. But not quite far enough for him. There goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen. And though that there will end Chukka number 3 with a score being 6 goals. It is to Dubai Wolves by Thira. 4 for Chihingiri. So the players will leave the field and come back out here now for our second half of this match. The last 2 chuckers. In a moment or two's time, whilst we've had a few messages and some highlights from Polo Line.
Ni hablar, la verdad que Dubái se está poniendo cada vez más bravo año a año y sí, es muy difícil ganar y bueno, pero bueno, hoy se nos dio a nosotros. Con Gantul la verdad que tengo una relación de muchos años, así que estuve ahí mucho tiempo y nada, son muy conocidos y la verdad que jugamos más amigablemente que tanto con los chicos que están adentro y toda la gente en la organización, así que, pero bueno, hoy se nos dio a nosotros, como te decía. Estamos jugando, cuidando en Arabian Ranches, así que sí, hacemos todo lo que se puede para llegar bien al partido. Hay veces que se gana, hay veces que se pierde, pero siempre tratamos de pasarle lo más cerca posible, ¿no? De hacer todo lo mejor que se puede con los caballos, con nosotros y tratar de llegar al 100% para cada partido. Y es muy difícil acá, muy difícil llegar a una semifinal, ni hablar a una final y ni hablar de ganar una copa. Nada, hay veces que necesitas un montón de cosas que por ahí están a tu alcance y cosas que no, de factores que no, por ahí, no sé, salta para un lado, salta para el otro, que nada, la suerte del campeón, como se dice, siempre la necesitas y siempre tiene que estar del lado de uno, ¿no? De acá se te arriman todos los equipos. Bueno, Gantul la verdad que tuvo un último cháquer buenísimo, el nuestro no fue tan bueno, sí en el transcurso del partido pudimos jugar al juego nuestro, pero después se te terminan viniendo, es lo que pasa. Habíamos tenido un buen partido contra UAE, el primero de la Copa de Oro, y bueno, se nos escapó, tuve la posibilidad yo de meter un gol para empatar faltando 3 minutos, no pude y automáticamente meten otro gol para allá, pero como te digo, está cada vez más lindo y más competitivo.
So, Ali Omiri, lovely play, broke away well. And this one here, Felix put his head down, said I'm going to goal and put it away nicely. Felix has saved. And here, this was a nice goal, this was. Very well worked. You see the Harechi getting onto it. Harechi made the pass up to Kaku. Kaku out there to Harechi, running forward as he does best. And through the goals it is. And oh, this in here, capitalising on that one there. Little backhand there by Pablo. Laborde didn't think he had the right to come in onto that one there, but it gave enough opportunity for Kaku to put it away. And here again, Ali Almeri comes in, couldn't get a hold of it. Belly shot there by Juan Jauretche from the near side. He had a belly shot earlier on, actually. That one here now. Jauretche up onto it. Just a lovely little weighted pass there by Juan Jauretche. And we come here now. And you can see Kaku's gone a little bit past the goal here, actually, you see. Thinking the next shot went, oh no, we're going to have to go belly as well. But he put it away and executed that one perfectly. Kaku Raja. And now we come here with Laborde coming through, got past one, got past two. So he brought the ball out to Almeri, then came back in. Oh, Torre-Guitar at the end there, just running rabid. He gets his nose down and hunts towards goal, and just there's no stopping him. And this one up here now coming forward, you see. Again, Torre-Guitar flicking that inside the goalpost. Got to be MVP for me, but let's see what they decide. And then sends that one up once again here. Mohammed goes in, finishes that one off well. Couple of goals, Mohammed, today. Good goals. A couple of chuckers, and then coming on to that one there, Mohammed clears out the way, allowing once again Lukeen to come in and cuts that one through. And here one hunting down, but couldn't quite get to Solari in time, and just over the lovely neck shot through the goal. Clearing the man out the way, and enough room here. Flicks it in, finishing it out, or tried to finish that one off. Didn't quite get the goal, and that was a lovely saving play there. And then a good play continued on up the field, but coming round back onto it here now. It's Torre-Guitar again. Finds his slot, finds his groove, and through the goal once more. There we have Mohamed Habtoor. He's towards the end of the match here now. Finishes that one off nicely. Set sail. Oh, he didn't manage to set sail once again, and it's going to be Alfredo. Alfredo loses mallet in the air, picks it up, has another crack. Oh my gosh! Alfredo Capella, what a class act. He's a joker and a juggler as well. There's the backhand. This is one of the last ones there with Kaku coming in on the meet, put that one away. Redeeming himself there. Oh, there's a great goal there. Super goal there by Tomasito. Had to get round the man, controlling the middle of the field. Not an easy job, especially when it's someone of the caliber of Kaku, and he managed to do so. Reverse neck shot there, couldn't pick it up. Good, Tomasito, but actually that one he was told just to leave it there by Fedi, who had a clearer play at it and put that one away nicely. And coming up through here now was Juan Jauretche, puts that one in from a distance. Great goal there by Juan Jauretche. And this one here, that was a cut shot there by Alfie. Ali Almeri's in the goal, but there's nothing you could do with that one there. And here we go, coming up here. You see, you've got potentially gone forward as well, but they left that one free. And just for our Polo line viewers, and that there was Antonio saving it off the line right at the end there, and Solari comes in and it leaves it there for Tolly just to finish off. And here Bautista getting away there from Gonza. A lot of work to do there when you got the big man hunting you down. And here, coming forward up onto it, Tolly comes through. Had to work for this one hard. Comes forward, comes off the pony, but in there to finish it off is Solari, making sure it's through those goals before peeling off. And this one here, Solari got away out there in front. Came from a backhand originally from Tolly, then Bauti fizzed that one up and put that one up forward nicely there for Solari. And up here now, reverse neck shot there by Antonio, and it is Gonza up onto this here now. Puts that one away well. Took the man from a difficult position and put it nicely through. So up onto there. Bauti tries to get up onto that one there, but couldn't quite get to it back in time. And that was from Gonzalito Perez. And here, got hooked off out of it. That's the shot from just previous there. It was another one from Gonza, rather. Unfortunately. For Bauti. Progressing through the goals. And here we go once again. Gonza off on the break here now. Gonza. Up the field he comes, over the 30, over the 20, and just shadows that one through the goals. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our Polo Line viewers. The score is 6-4 going into chukker number 4. We had an excellent first game, the highest scoring game so far of the Gold Cup, 13-12. So, let's see what they've got for these last two chukkers, ladies and gentlemen. So it will be Santiago Laborde to bring it back into play here now. Forwarded by Wolves. Keeps this ball moving forward. In there with him is Dante Castagnolo. They've all got a long way from him, so he cuts that one out wide. Spinning round, trying to get onto it first will be Felix. Going with him is Antonio. Antonio gets cleared out, leaves the ball for Cachete. Cachete tries to flick it away from Gonza. Gonza's over the top and first back onto it. Antonio wants a bit of it here now. Antonio now leaves it for Gonza. Gonza on the play. Cachete there with him. Sends that ball up forward here now, does Gonzalito. But it falls a little short of Dante, so first onto it here will be Felix. Felix picks that one away and takes it away cleanly here now. Going with him, of course, is Antonio Higgy. It's Felix on the play here now. Antonio comes up with the spoils, turns back inside. Probably going to have to go back, pick that one up once again. Antonio Higgy. Antonio. Under the neck he goes with that one there. It's a goal shot, but it's across the face of goal. But unfortunately, there's a little bit too much on it before Mohamed can get to it. And Mohamed out here on Visa Black. So, to bring it in off the back line will be Santiago Laborde. Santi takes that one out there for Felix. Felix in there with Antonio. Comes back in behind him here. Hovers over the play, plays it, and plays a good strong shot out in towards the middle of the field. Looking to come onto it will be Laborde. Goes to Dante Castagnola. Controls the man, then back to the ball. Turns the play, comes away from him here now. Keeps coming forward, avoids the hook, goes near side, leaves it though. D'Antonio swoops onto that one there, picks it up, takes it away. Clever play there by him, putting it into a place where Santi can't get onto it. Turns, faces back into attack once again. Gonza coming up the field, he has to reach back for it as Gonza's just lost a bit of momentum as he made the extra play. This time goes with it here, pinpoint pass there for Gonzalito. Gonzalito on the play here now, flicks it away from Laborde. Gonza having to bring it all out of the bag here now and sends that one in towards the goal, but it's gone wide on deflection. So on the back line it is for Santiago Laborde. Being hemmed in a little bit here at this Villa end of the field. Santi takes that one wide. Out there now for Felix. Felix goes to the first time play out here now for Habtoor Habtoor on the halfway line. Habtoor Habtoor. Gonza in there with Cachete. It is going to be Habtoor Habtoor. Nice centering shot by him there, but it looks like Gonza will get to that first. A little backhand swoops underneath the tail for the near side, and picking it up first here will be Antonio. Antonio on the play there with Laborde. Laborde turned away from Laborde. Does Antonio. Comes back in towards the middle of the field. Can't make the big shot here because he's got player behind, player in front. So he leaves it for Dante Castagnola. Castagnola on the play. Castagnola gives that ball a ride. Up over the top it goes. Looking for it to come down. Antonio's looking to get it, but cleaned off out of it beautifully there by Laborde. He sends a backhand, and first onto it here will be Felix. Felix being pushed there by Dante. Felix checks, turns, tries to come back inside, but it's Gonza to come and try and pick this play up here now. Cachete tries to spoil his players. He comes round the corner, and Cachete comes up with the spoils, and Cachete Crespo getting closer and closer. The near side backhand comes in by Dante. Out there for Antonio Hagi in the middle of the field for Gonzalito. Gonzalito up onto it here now. Gonzalito comes up the field here with the play. Lets his boys go up forward if he can, but goes by himself. He's got Felix there with him, and Felix manages to steal that one away here now. Trying to get the hook in there is Antonio. But Felix Essayin is going goal bound here now. Felix coming forward up onto the play. He needs to straighten himself up a little bit. Nice little deft play there by him. Looks for the next shot to send to that one and put it away. Is Felix Essayin through the goal. A beautiful goal there by Felix Essayin, making it 7 goals it is now for Dubai Wolves by Thera. 4 for Chihingiri. We're about halfway through the chukker. And the players scramble to change. Dante back out on Palomo. Marilyn comes back out again here now for Felix. So back to the middle of the field it'll be. The whistle blows just to stop the clock because they've given them the free change. And Habtoor makes his way back out onto the field. And we await Mohammed. And Santi Laborde coming back out here once again. So, lined up here now. Matthias bowls that ball into play. Into play it is. Frontal line out. Habtoor. Couldn't carry it with him forward. Trying to get onto his Cachete. As is Antonio. Antonio on the play. Antonio sends that one strong, hard across the field here now for Gonza. Gonza coming onto this here now. Goes with a cut shot. No, he dummies the big one. Didn't get onto that one because he had Cachete with him and he left it there for Dante, who's free. Dante on the play. Comes forward with it. Yields off. Leaves it now for Gonza. Gonza looks forward and sends that forward. It goes into the horse again. And Santiago Laborde just dismounts. And so they're just going to go back just to double check where he was stood. Gonza did try to sort of point out, but he's in my way. But the question is, was he in the right of way or not? And so Santiago Laborde, quite wisely, goes and changes pony. So just trotted the pony up. All seems good. And back on board is Santiago Laborde. So yellow card has been given against Gonzalito. They reckon that he wasn't standing in the right of way, evidently, and drilled it straight into the pony. So making hard work of it, and easy work there for Dubai Wolves as the ball's placed down for a midfield penalty here for Dubai Wolves. And Santiago Laborde to tee this one up. Santi. Comes up onto the play, goes with the first time play, sends that one up forward here now. Cachete's out there in front to meet the play here now. Cachete comes in, drops down, drops the mallet onto it, and through the goals it is for a lovely goal there between Santiago Laborde and Cachete Crespo. Making the score 8-4. Just distracted by conversation and just let the man go. 8-4 it is here in chukker number 4. So ball into play in the line-out. Looking for it there is Mohammed. Mohammed gets hold of this one here now. Gets the next shot off on that, but Cachete sends a little backhand. Scurrying back onto it will be Gonzalito. Gonzalito under the tail. Sends it out here now for Dante. But it goes up past Dante. That allows Crespo in onto it as Antonio's wanted it, but he makes the hook, picks the play up and takes the ball in the air. It is Antonio Higi. Antonio straightens himself up, whips the pony round, faces back towards the attacking goal once again and sends that one up, but it falls a little bit short for it to get up, but it's plucked out the air, but it's going to be Dante comes up with it here now. Dante Castagnola on Palomo. Goes in there, sends that ball forward for Antonio. It's going goalward bound, but it's just gone out towards the right-hand side. And wide it is. So the score remains the same, 8-4. And some 54 seconds left here in chukker number 4. And 4 goals the difference. As Santiago Laborde once again brings this ball into play. Santi. Sends it out there for Felix. Felix gets challenged by Antonio. Antonio comes up with the spoils. Antonio up onto it here now. Whips the pony round once again. Back onto it once more, but he's been hard pressurised there by Felix. He keeps it going forward, then yields off it and leaves it now for Gonzalito. He's trying to try and weave his way through the traffic here now and try and find the slot and puts that one in towards the goal, but it goes wide. The cry of anguish and frustration as the ball's placed down once again. 4. Santiago Laborde. Sends that one out, comes off the pony. They're going to have to go back for it. Who's back first? And it looks like it is going to be Laborde. Laborde in there with Dante. Dante gets on to the next play. Dante tries to turn it round. Antonio whips round quickly. Got players in front looking for a little bit of a way through. There's no way through, and we get a whistle on the play. The first hooter has gone. And so the foul will be given, and that there will end chukker number 4, ladies and gentlemen. With the score being 8 goals it is to the Dubai Wolves. 4 goals for Chihingiri. And so we'll be back after some messages and highlights from Polo Line for our 5th and possibly final chukker.
We come back from the halftime break with the innovative play of the match, Mayo Clinic breakthrough moments.
Lovely little Gray. He just goes over the top of that one there and it allows Torre Guitar in onto it here now. Torre Guitar going goalward bound and taking this opportunity. You've got Lukine leaving the field and playing change ponies. You've got Torre Guitar got time just to settle this down and just stick a ball this all the way home and says thank you very much indeed for goal number 3 on the board there. So welcome back to our Polo Line viewers. We've got chukker number 5 here in our second match to see who's going to go through to play against the UAE on Saturday for the Gold Cup 2026. So players back on the field here now. And it looks like we'll be starting off with a penalty 2 in favour of Chihingiri. Being teed up there by Gonzalito Perez. So Gonza just circling around here now. Back on Lethra again. Comes in, drops the mallet down, doesn't make any mistake, puts it away through the goals it is. He's already turned away before it's crossed that line. So it's 5 goals it is now for Chihingiri. 8 goal for the Wolves. So back again in front of us here at Polo line. So ball back into play it is. Looking for it there is Antonio. Antonio Hagi. Brings it forward. Brings it up there. Closer there to Felix. Goes up on the move here now. Needs to try to do so, but possibly showed too much to Felix and did so. He's placed a nice little backhand out there now for Cachete. Cachete stopped in his attack forward, but wants a near side play in front of Gonza. Gets away with that one there, and it's going to be Dante looking for it in there with Laborde on Snowmass. And it's Antonio Hagi on the play here now. Antonio gone forward. Have they all? Looks for the little weighted pass to get that for Gonza, but first to come onto it here now will be Felix. Felix tries to get onto it, but umpires haven't just had a quick chat. Reckon he just stalled on the line, possibly. But they didn't like the fact that Gonza was riding up into him from behind. So Felix tees that ball up for Santiago Laborde. Santi on the Snowmass. Flicks that in there to Dante Castagnola. He chances his arm, but didn't work for him on this occasion. He thought he was fine. He still does, but no. The whistle has gone, and they're all progressing their way up the field here now for a midfield penalty. Perfectly positioned there by Laborde, just to tempt him. And so this has just dropped down here now for a 5B in favour of Dubai Wolves. So players called with Santiago Laborde on the play. Santi brings it forward here now. He's got Felix gone out there towards the picnic area side, of course, going with him there. It is Antonio. Picks up the play, turns, tries to straighten himself up, goes forward, goes a little bit further forward down to the corner. Laborde comes in to try to help him out, goes up there for a pass, sends the ball up forward and towards the danger area, not just in the danger area, it's through the goals there from Felix Essain, making it 9 goals it is now for the Dubai Wolves. And you can see here Felix onto that play there. You see Santi's gone for the pass, but it's travelled all the way through. So a lovely goal there by Felix Essain. And so back to the middle for Matthias to bowl this ball back into play. Into play it is. Gets stuck. They're all looking for it, but it's behind them. And it's now coming forward with it will be Felix once again with Antonio there with him. Felix looks to send that one out in towards the middle of the field, but can't get onto it. Can Laborde? No. Can he get on the near side? But just hesitated. Plays the backhand. Scoops it away there. Does Felix. Felix takes this one deeper down into his own territory here. Gonza's hunting him down hard. Play tries to make the play here. Gonza's coming to him. Gonza working hard on the plays, pushing him deeper and deeper down into his own territory. This time gets away, plays the backhand, tries to cut it out there for Laborde, but the ball out over the boards. And so it'll be a free hit for Gonza. Play score. Off he goes here now. Gonzalito Pires. Gonza brings it up there behind Cachete. Antonio's in behind, but he's just loitering a little bit here now. So he goes, drops the hammer down here, checks up once again, trying to come round to get the hooking play, but keeps control of the play. Does Gonza, using all the nous that he has, taking every tool out of the box, and gets the penalty. On the replay there, hard pressurised, but again, finding a Wolves player in his right of way. So we have another penalty too here for Chihingiri. 4:04 on the clock, left to play here in Chukka number 5. 9-5's the score. Gonza looking for number 6. Gonza walking up here now. drops the mallet down. He's turned away because it's going and going it does. And through the goal it is for goal number 6 it is now for Chihingiri. 6 goals to 9 is the score. So Felix back out there on Little Marilyn. No, he's not rather. It looks like Santi Laborde is going for a change, and yeah, we're about halfway through, so a change will be given. Antonio also changed down that bottom end. So we see for our Polo Line viewers, Santi Laborde just hopping off Snowmass. Now tour change, Cachete mounted up. So we'll get this underway again. 3:34 on the clock. 9-6 is the score. So 2 teams lining up here again on umpire Matthias Maveni. Ball back into play. Out the line, out it comes. Laborde picks that up there with Gonzalo. Backhand comes in by Antonio, spoiling that play. Backhand again comes in by Dante, but he's get his play spoilt there by Cachete. Next onto it will be Felix, who plays the backhand, looking for Habtoor, but across there in front of him comes Dante Castagnola, and we get the whistle on the play. And he still looks perplexed and confused by that one there. We can see on our replay here now, the backhand comes in, the line's created. He's literally coming from very wide to the left and crosses straight over the line as he plays the ball in front of the oncoming players who were established on that line. And so we have a penalty 2 here now. Forwarded by Wolves, looking for double figures, is Felix Hussein. So Felix walks up to this. Drops the mallet down, flags aloft and through the goal. It is for double figures. It is there for Dubai Wolves. 10 goals to 6 is a score. And 3:10 on the clock. Left to play here in chucker number 5. So Matthias lines the 2 teams up once again. Ball bowled back into play. Caught in the middle of the line out. Looking for it there is Antonio. Antonio on the play here now. Antonio Higgy going forward. Looks to send that one up forward there for Gonza, but it comes off the pony. It's deflected. The backhand comes in by Laborde. But scurrying back onto this first will be the backhand from Dante Castagnola out there for Gonza. Gonza on the play. Felix in front of him. He's looking to run this forward and keep it going here now. Dangerous territory here now for the Wolves. He leaves it now for Antonio. Antonio comes through at pace, but we get a whistle on the play. And we get a strong blow on that whistle there. And so Gonza's coming with it. He has Antonio behind, leaves it for Antonio. Antonio comes through, and Antonio gets collected, coming at pace through the pack of players. So we end up with a penalty 2 in favour of Chihingiri. So Gonzalo comes up and puts another one on the board there from the penalty 2 spot. It is 7 goals to 10. And 2:16 left on the clock here now. So back to the middle of the field it'll be. Matthias. Bowls that ball into play. Chetty gets a bit of it, but it's now left for Antonio. Opens up the backhand. It's picked up there by Felix. Felix coming forward once again. Felix comes through, takes the man onto his near side. Does Felix Essayan. Can't quite get back onto that, or can he? Yes, he can. But he just holds the traffic up a little bit and leaves the ball here now for Cachete Crespo. Crespo tries to tuck this one back inside the player and does so, and gets headed his nose down and headed towards the goal. It is Crespo. Crespo being hassled there by Antonio, and the ball just drifts off wide to the left-hand side, but they're keeping this Chihingiri team hemmed in at the Villa end of the field. It looks like it's going to be Gonza to bring it in here now. Gonzalito Perez looking to go coast to coast, comes up the field here now, pucks it out the air once again. Flat chat down the field it is, gets back onto it, onto his near side. The ball pops up into the air, looks to pick that one out of the sky, but it's going to be Felix, sends the backhand. Getting round up onto it first, there will be Dante Castagnola. Castagnola on the play with Crespo coming in to try and spoil it. Keeps this ball away there from Crespo, does Dante Castagnola. Castagnola out to the boards here now. Looks to straighten up on the boards. Goes for first time play to try and dig that one out of the boards. It's now left here for Antonio. Antonio on the play. Dante's gone forward, but Antonio goes forward here now once again. Gets a bump and a ride off there for Crespo. And Crespo gets a near side backhand in, sending Gonzalito back to try and set up the play. Gonzalito on the play. 33 seconds on the clock. Gonzalito taking the milk run round the field here now. Gonzalito comes forward once again. Gonzalito up onto play, just looks up to see where the goal is. Looks to open it up this time and goes with a long shot from a distance in towards the goal, but just drifts to the left-hand side. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The clock is ticking down. The players are congratulating each other for our second semi-final here this afternoon. So it will be Dubai Wolves by Thera against UAE Polo for the Gold Cup on Saturday. And for the Bentley Cup, we will have before that the curtain raiser for the Gold Cup. The Bentley Cup will be Gantut versus Habtoor Polo, as the two teams congratulate each other. The final score there for our Polo Line viewers: 10 goals to 7. So as the shadows draw longer here in Dubai, we have our progression of the match. It was 3-1 at the end of chukker number 1, same as the end of chukker number 1 in the previous match, but then it was 5-2 after chukker number 2 for Dubai Wolves. 6-4 at the half-time break. And then at the end of chukker number 4, it was 4 goals to 8 in favour of Dubai Wolves, and then 10-7 to end the match, with Dubai Wolves running out the winners and going through to the finals of the Gold Cup against UAE Polo. There for our Polo Line viewers. Big congratulations there for Habtoor from Nico Petraki, the manager here of Wolves. Done a great job with this team. So, Jesse Crespo to get a handshake and a hug there. So it's the Gold Cup final here for Dubai Wolves. And Felix, I would say MVP for the day. Played an absolute storming game out here today. Rightfully very happy indeed. And of course, big smiles from Santiago Laborde. And now we'll go to some of the best goals here. And this is Felix. That was the one right at the end where Santi went for the pass, but just didn't need it at all. Straight through the goals there from Felix Essayan. And Felix again out here now. Antonio going with him. Pulled him to it. Very happy indeed with that one as well. And rightly so too. And then coming forward up onto that one there, Cachete Crespo, and that ball just carrying through. Gonza tried to make the save, but unfortunately for him it was already through. And here Felix looking over his shoulder once again. Yeah, really kept his cool on that play there. And then we'll go for our last one here now, which is And Antonio just picks that one up nicely there. Let's all quickly go to the stats there. The final score was 10 goals to 7. But that's for Wolves, of course. Field goals, 5-1. Throw-ins, 9-7. So reasonably even Stevens. Fouls, even Stevens, but probably too many of them, 11 and 10. Penalties, 6 from 7 there for Chihingiri and 5 from 6 for Wolves. No corners and 1 yellow card was given in the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we go back to the camp there. Very jubilant Wolves having qualified there for the Gold Cup final. And ladies and gentlemen, myself, Adam Snowden and Polo Line, we look forward to you tuning in, or please book your tickets to be here if you can for the finals day of the Gold Cup, with the Bentley Cup first at 1:30 and the finals of the Gold Cup at 3:30 for an amazing game of polo. Games we'll have polo here on Saturday. And once again, we're back there with Dubai Wolves. And for myself, Adam Snowden, Polo Line, thank you very much and good night.